With your CIGTV News Update, I'm Jay Earhart in for Donna Bush. In our top story tonight, registration for this year's National Community Enhancement Project was well attended this morning. This year's eligibility was limited to unemployed Caymanians aged 18 years and older and the spouses of Caymanians with the right to work. Successful applicants will be given between 1 and 3 weeks of employment. And speaking at the registration session at the Lions Center, officials explained how applicants would be organized and the kinds of projects on which they would be working on.
As you all know, there's 3 agencies involved: PWD, NRA, and DEH. You all will be assigned to a team, a department, and once you all are assigned to that, someone will actually give you guys a call, not today, but in the next day or two. Someone will give you guys a call and let you know what team you'll be assigned to. My job today is just to let you all know what's to be expected and what kind of rules that we have, just like every year. Also, some of the areas that you all will be expected to work will be the beaches, the beach access, parks, cemeteries, roadsides, and a lot of crown land, etc., different places.
This year's project kicks off with an initial 2-week period that starts 4th of December. The final week gets underway in the new year on January 8th. In other news, the Ministry of Human Resources and Immigration has a new Deputy Chief Officer. After a decade in the civil service, Michael Ebanks is moving up the ranks. The ministry's former assistant chief officer is now its deputy chief officer, responsible for the Security and Public Safety Division. Throughout a career that has included stints at the RCIPS and the Commission's Secretariat, Mr. Ebanks has dealt with high-profile criminal investigations as well as inquiries on matters concerning ethics in the public office, human rights, and anti-corruption issues. He's also worked on cybersecurity reform and helped coordinate special projects, legislative reforms, and public policies on matters of national security and public safety.
Sure, it's a combination, I think, of excitement and I'm definitely humbled at the same time. But we are surrounded by a great team at the ministry at our departmental level. So I'm really looking forward to the road ahead.
The then Ministry of Home Affairs previously recognized Mr. Ebanks for his achievements in 2016 when it chose him as its Employee of the Year. And in our final story, it's time once more for the National Primary and High School Spelling Bees. 13 primary schools are sending 37 students to tomorrow's morning's primary competition, which is sponsored by the Royal Bank of Canada. Among these are young people from Grand Cayman and Cayman Brac. And then on Thursday, 18 high school students from 6 schools will vie for the championship trophy in the Lions Club of Grand Cayman's secondary spelling bee. Creek and Spot Bay primary student Kristen Asa Ferguson won the junior competition in 2016, while John Gray High School student Tony Ann Daly was the top speller in the secondary round. Both the primary and secondary events start at 10 a.m. at the Red Bay Church of God, and everyone is welcome. Well, as always, if you missed today's news update, you can get all of the details on our Facebook and YouTube channel. And we invite you to tune into Radio Cayman's For the Record and Talk Today shows, week mornings and days. For now, I'm Jay Earhart. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.